Do you use the same razor on your balls as you use on your face? Are you sick of cutting your dick and balls with razors that are either too sharp or too dull? Do you suffer from severe chafing or bad ball smell on a daily basis? Hi, Millie Bays here to tell you that this episode of Hold My Popcorn is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality in an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their state-of-the-art trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is the best body grooming razor on the market, but don't take my word for it. Instead, hear from some of our happiest customers. Gotta say, after I used the Lawnmower 4.0, I was amazed by how big my junk looked.
I recently bought the Crop Preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant, and then I shoved my wife's face into my crotch. She said it's never smelled better, and she went back asking for seconds.
These waterproof and wireless changing trimmers reduce the risk of ingrown hairs and grooming accidents, and millions of men have tried and tested these products with outstanding results. Once a month, I tuck my useless man parts in between my legs and dance to the song Goodbye Horses in front of my guests. This used to lead to a lot of razor burn and pain. But now with the Lawnmower 4.0, I find myself shaving even when it's just me and my dog Precious. Thank you, Manscaped. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with the exclusive offer of 10% off your first order. But I'm not done. Call right now and receive an additional 10% off your order by using the promo code 20popcorn at checkout. That's a 20% off value absolutely free. So go to manscaped.com today and use the promo code 20popcorn at checkout. Operators are standing by.
Hey, and welcome to Hold My Popcorn. I'm Max Healy in Nashville, and with us in Boston is Tim Begin. How are you, Timmy?
You know, Max, I'm not great. I just watched this movie, and I realized that it's corrupted. I'm going to borrow a term that John just said. It's corrupted an entire generation of Americans, and we'll get into it. But I think, honestly, January 6th could probably be blamed on The Lion King.
It's a lot of parallels.
So, yeah, that's what
between Insurrection and Lion King. And back in Baltimore, we have our animal expert, John Anoshak. How are you, sir?
No, I'm good. And because of the animal expertise this episode, you'll refer to me as Johnny Safari. Thank you very much. How are you, Max?
I'm doing good.
Is it Johnny Safari or Dr. Safari?
Johnny Safari. You can also call me Safari John, whichever works.
Okay.
The Hyena King.
We'll allow it. The Hyena King. Yeah, you wait until we get into the pseudococks. Just wait. That's a science term.
All right, well, we're in week 2 of our movies that we're thankful for. And for my pick, we watched the 1994 Disney classic, The Lion King.
The good? No. We watched the 2000 and whatever one, right?
Yeah, the good one.
Yeah, the good one, like the live action one where Will Smith is running around or something, whatever.
The live action one where the lions and all the animals don't move their mouths and all the actors are monotone.
Yeah, that one. That one's better.
Yeah, that one. That's the good one.
Yep.
I'm going to just to steal this from the Jason Ellis show. I'm going to get the cock off my chest. I didn't see the new one.
I haven't either.
No, I haven't.
Which I also thought was funny that they called it live action because it was still animated, just CGI as opposed to...
There's nothing living about this. This is all computers.
Yep.
It's really like, what are we doing? So you both have seen the new one?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay.
I've seen scenes of it. I've seen enough to not want to watch it.
Yeah. I feel like it'll happen.
Dude.
There's going to be a day.
The original one's fucking Mein Kampf. If there was a fucking sequel to that, would you fucking read that one too? Come on.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean?
No,
Come at me,
You're
Bill.
not far from it. And oh, good. He's not here to defend himself.
Yes, great.
I
didn't want him to cut it on. I wanted him to have to listen to my
forced
insane
children
ranting.
labor camp in Maine. Yeah.
I'm going to say, though,
just go.
Yeah, for this movie, take out the animal cartoon element of it. It's pretty gritty. So, like, here's like my little summary of it. It's basically Hamlet, but it's just a young boy who's next in line to the throne, is manipulated by his murderous gang leader uncle into thinking that he was responsible for his father's death. So he forces himself into exile after his uncle's goons try and kill him. Then he grows up in a fringe community, reunites and falls in love with his childhood friend, accompanied by a sex scene. Then he returns home and overthrows his dictator uncle, who's eaten alive by his own army of killers, with music by Hans Zimmer.
Okay.
Accurate depiction of this Disney movie.
This makes sense because I had seen a lot of mentions online about referring to this movie as Bamblet because it's Bambi mixed with Hamlet, which is that's okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. No, I get it.
Dude, I'm going to say this right now. This movie, I think is responsible for the furry movement. With all these fucking sexy ass lions running around in this movie, you know what I mean? Give anyone like a little bit of a curious bent here. So I'm going to say this is responsible for January 6th, and this is responsible for a furry movement. This movie, single-handedly.
You know, I'm not going to blame the furries for just about anything because Sarabi is fucking fully hot. Okay, and you know I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but you can't put January 6th and the furries in the same thing. Like, if you want to have
I'm not saying the same thing. I'm just saying it's two different things that came out of this movie.
That's fine.
I don't know, that one guy who was complaining because they didn't have organic food in prison, who was like kind of dressed up like a furry.
Yeah, man.
During the insurrection,
with the bear QAnon skin shaman.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, no, he's gonna get 41 months, which is still not nearly enough. And then the supposed frontman ringleader, he's already complaining that it's just not nice enough in prison. And I just never thought that was the point.
Organic food,
but that's neither here nor there.
It is not.
That's really there's nothing political about talking about how prison is. I mean, that's just prison. You know. But anyway, so Sarabi, fully hot. Nala, hot after she's of age.
Which is 4 years old.
In human years. But really, and Tim was scratching at this as far as like, this is like the result of like what we get January 6th. Like, furries to an extent. If the British Empire would have come about in the 90s, fair enough. But like really between gang violence, polygamy, drug use, comfort with being subjects of hereditary monarchy, forced marriage, and murder complete with eye contact that even a married couple wouldn't attempt in a missionary position. Like, this movie really fucked our generation up in a lot of ways. It set us up to really understand what the 90s were all about, and we didn't even get to see one hyena freebase a fucking rock of cocaine.
And the music, wildly overrated.
Elton John's in there. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. You shut your fucking mouth.
All right. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Movie opens up.
And we just got pulled off the air.
Movie opens up with a beautiful animated sunrise to go along with the Circle of Life montage of all of the animals arriving at the Pride Rock so they can get a look at their future king, Simba.
All right. First of all, right off the bat here, this whole like monarchy hierarchy that it doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. And I know it kind of gets explained away when Simba and fucking Mufasa are talking later, where Mufasa's like, Simba's like, don't we eat the antelopes? And Mufasa's like, yeah, we do, but then we die and we fertilize the grass. It's like, dude, one lion dying fertilizes a little bit of grass. This isn't this for the antelopes. This isn't a fucking win-win. This is a lose-lose. Okay, this is bullshit. This is a bullshit.
What about the antelopes? We eat the antelopes and then we shit them out for more fertilizer.
Right.
God, that's a big shit. But no, you're right. Really, to your point, it's just like you get like one palm tree, like per capita. I mean, it's just, maybe, and it's a shitty ass palm tree. I don't even think they grow in the Serengeti. That's fine. We're moving on from that. But like, I don't remember the last time Queen Elizabeth like ate one of her subjects. And everyone was happy about it.
Yeah.
Alive.
Happy part. Yeah.
In front of everyone to watch. Like, that hasn't happened for a solid 500 years. The French
The antelopes see this new lion cub being born. They're like, Wait, one of these things is going to have to fucking eat us? They're not happy about this shit. Okay? This is why democracies are the right way to be. Democracies, capitalism, free markets, not this fucking monarchy shit.
Also,
this taught a generation. This is why we got a bunch of people who want to have a fascist in the White House.
Because of the Lion King.
well, honestly,
100%.
as far as when Scar takes over, that was Trump in a fucking nutshell. And that's okay. That's okay. It happened. He's done. He'll probably be back. That's okay. But the end result of this is zebras can't dance.
All right. Well,
they
then
can't be domesticated. They can't.
we are. So then we're introduced to Scar bitching about Simba being in the way of his succession to the crown and passively aggressively threatening Mufasa.
All while peeling a banana and eating it before getting ready to shoot somebody in the leg.
That's right. Yeah. Lethal Weapon. That took
Nobody
me a second
else,
there.
nobody
Die Hard
else is
3.
going to get the Die Hard
Yeah.
reference, but you know, that's
It
the
took me a
entire time I
second.
was thinking of him just like, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, Scar. He's just an East German terrorist taking over
Jeremy Irons.
New York City.
You've got your safety on. Hold on. Here you go.
Also, just another. This is all bullshit. This is all bullshit. Guess what? If in a lion pride, there's only one male.
That is true.
There isn't like another male hanging around. It's horse shit. Oh,
Just going to check that off on my bingo card. Polygamy. Ding. There we go.
yeah.
I'm going to say, though, Scar, probably one of the best villains in movie history. Definitely in animated history. He's a great villain. Jeremy Irons was
Also-
perfect for this role.
I love, so number one, they had to court him for this. Apparently he wasn't down until he saw Scar and the actual animation of it. He was like, all right, I'm down with that. I can fuck with that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's get weird. I'm gonna fuck all the female lions. Hell yeah, dude. But he was, I'm pretty sure, the only lion in this that actually had his claws out 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. That
Yeah,
was
very
kind of
catty.
cool. Yeah. And he actually used them. Like even in like the Rocky V, fight scene at the very end of the movie. Like he still has his claws out the entire time. Did they cut anybody? Nah, it's Disney. But it's okay.
Yeah. So then Mufasa gives Simba a tour of the Pride Lands and tells him about the circle of life that leads into Mufasa giving Simba a bouncing lesson at the expense of Zazu.
Fucking Zazu. Mr. Bean getting his shit
Yeah.
rocked.
I didn't know that until today.
Same.
Yeah. Interesting.
Same. The only one I've picked out was Nathaniel, whatever his
Nathan
name is.
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, he played the meerkat or whatnot. And I was like, I know him. I know him.
Billy Crystal plays
But-
a meerkat.
Fucking Billy Crystal.
Yeah,
Burn in hell, Billy.
speaking of someone whose career took a tank, huh?
All right, so Mufasa, he heads out to take care of a hyena issue while Scar tells Simba to never visit the elephant graveyard beyond the kingdom, knowing very well that his arrogant cub nephew will do exactly that.
I gotta say, at this point, it's kind of like, yeah, Simba's a dumbass. I mean, is he really king material? I think Scar is just trying to help out the pride here.
Spitting out the herd.
Yeah.
Got 3 male lions in here right now. Come on. You got to take out 2 of them. Scar knows what's up.
Well, it's supposed to be, as far as biology goes with the lion prides, is like another lion comes in, kills all the kids, all the male kids. So that's how it works. So they
Yeah.
got that on point.
There's one male in the pride. The one male doesn't have a brother who, is like a kind of like a lazy brother who needs to get a job, like Scar.
Yeah.
That's not how lion prides work.
Bill Clinton's brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting pardoned on the side.
Right. That's not how lion prides work.
No. Yeah, they neglected to show that scene. I mean, Mufasa's like this strong, caring leader. They've got to show the scene when he's like murdering like 15 babies.
Right. When he took over the pride.
Fucking all the
from
women.
one of the other kings, yeah. That's another thing, dude. That's another thing. Guess who the only male that gets to breed in the pride is the head of the pride, the one male in the pride. So guess what? Simba and Nala, half brother, half sister. Which is okay in lion culture, but since they personified these lions, and we're supposed to believe they're fucking people, it's gross.
It's totally PC in lion culture to fuck your sister.
Well, I mean, it is.
Lions don't have laws, okay?
Yeah, they're very loose. Those
genetics
lion laws.
pundit squares. Nah.
Yeah, they barely wrote it down. You know what I mean? They didn't get like.
Well, I mean, you think about that. Like, how many generations until like you come out with just like a just bum-fucked fucking Simba who's too stupid to realize maybe I shouldn't go to the fucking elephant sanctuary.
One of his eyes is like in his chest. His teeth are just all over the place.
They just get eaten.
Yeah. It's a bunch of the English royal family just walking around Pride Rock, stumbling on each other. Can't even keep their neck up straight because of all the fucking incest breeding.
Yeah, it's just the Habsburgs, you know? It's just the Habsburgs in Africa.
All right, so Simba and his BFF. I was going to say BFF. I guess Simba and his half-sister Nala, they're able to ditch Zazu and sneak into the graveyard by breaking into a big, I just can't wait to be king song and dance number that ends with a rhino sitting on Zazu, which I think Zazu secretly enjoyed that.
Oh, Zazu loved it, yeah.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy that likes getting crushed.
That's just the only way he survived because he went all up in it. He put the beak up and just went for it, dude. I mean, that's it. He fucking penetrated, and you wonder why there was a little bit of echo. And he's like, "Anyone? Simba? Anyone? Nira? Anyone there?" Which is a very Mr. Bean thing to do.
Just go up into somebody's asshole.
Seriously, I mean,
without saying anything, just kind of making some weird bug eyes and just lubing himself up and sliding up in there. Darting his eyes left and right. So I know that the animation for this, they call it they had the B team working on this because they had the A team working on Pocahontas because they thought Pocahontas was going to be the bigger movie.
There was a rivalry, yeah,
which is funny to think about. But this is the first time that I actually noticed it, and it's during this whole song and dance number because it works because it's all colorful, but the actual animation of it is shit.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing in the background. The animals look terrible. They're barely moving. They're not even, you can tell that they just kind of computerized the two lions and stuck them in the front. They didn't even do a good job of cleaning it up, which, again, it works, but...
Well, yeah. I mean, especially when you're marketing to, an audience of, average years of, 7 years old?
Yeah.
In the 90s. Even, kids these days be like, this is bullshit. Back then, it's dude,
TV.
This was the fucking, take it off a review recently, as I haven't said this in a while. Back in the day, this was the left titty, dude. This was it. This was fucking it. We didn't even have to worry about, humans kissing. It was just, lions, roughhousing and, fucking their sisters.
Nuzzling.
Which is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Nuzzling, yes.
So this is followed by the introduction of the three bad hyenas who corner the cubs, and they're about to kill them. But then Mufasa saves the day just in the nick of time, all to the dismay of Scar, who is secretly watching the whole thing from above.
Oh, Scar. But so apparently hyenas and lions do trade hits. They go after each other's kids, which is pretty fucking metal, which is super fucking awesome. And once again, hyenas, we're going to get into it even a little bit later, but this is accurate because the females spotted hyena variety in charge, Whoopi Goldberg, telling everybody what to do.
Whoopi Goldberg's character definitely has a humongous clitoris.
Do you want to get into the clitoris? Okay.
You got to get into it now, John.
Okay, fine.
You told us way too much information before the show started for us to not talk about it now.
Okay, fine. We'll do it. So Johnny Safari coming in to talk about hyenas, specifically the spotted hyena in, basically, Kenya and so on, wherever the Serengeti is, and the whole thing. Big, 200 pounds maximum, 5.5 feet long, 3 feet tall, bite of 1,000 pounds per square inch, on par with a silverback gorilla. These things are the most metal fucking things on the Serengeti. Dude, fuck a lion. These are what happened.
Land shark.
Their packs can get big. Land shark, literal land shark, dude. And their packs can get 130 strong.
Holy shit.
The females are in charge, bigger than the males in every way, and they have a bigger dick than the guys. and this is not me being funny. I am being serious. Look it up. They have what was referred to as a pseudo penis, a pseudo phallus, as I like to refer to it, a pseudo cock, where this thing comes out in some cases 7 inches long. It's fused with the vulva, and intercourse is the only way I can describe it, is a midair fucking refueling, Black Ops situation, over Siberia with an F-16. It's the fucking most ridiculous shit ever. And so like the female also 2 nipples. So if they have a litter that's larger than 2, the other ones just probably end up dying either by being killed by their siblings or they just starve to death. So like, what the fuck? And on top of that, the fucking kids, especially the females, there's so much testosterone and so on and like other kinds of just like growth hormones that due to a very long gestational period inside of the womb where these things come out with teeth out of the gums and are able to run and kill. Like
a fucking
day
xenomorph.
One, boom. Seriously, it's a fucking Alien. I just watched Alien 3 today. By the way, it sucks.
Yeah,
Go
it does.
figure. And goddamn, these things are killing machines from fucking day one. I mean, like a 7-inch dick, max. And it's the female. And you want to know the funniest part? When like packs meet up or whatnot, and they're all like happy to see each other and like doing the handshake. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? They all get erections. All of them.
Bunch of fucking
All of them.
psychos.
It's fucking crazy. And like they're all the Joker at the same time because they like their crazy fucking like rapey laugh that they have. That is apparently like they can understand who is higher in the fucking food chain in the pack of like 130 land piranhas that are swarming around by like the tone of their laugh. What the fuck are we dealing with? And I completely understand to put the fucking punctuation on this weird ass fucking diatribe of mine is that a hyena researcher sued Disney, sued them over defamation of character due to the portrayal of hyenas in this movie. They're the most metal fucking thing in this movie, should have killed everything or at the very least fucked it to death. I mean, my God, what the fuck are these things?
I'm sure they got laughed out of court after Disney's like, do you really want us to be accurate with hyenas? Do you want us to bring in Whoopi Goldberg's 7-inch clit? Do you want Cheech Marin to have a rocking hard on the entire movie?
I mean,
Because we'll do it if you want to be more accurate.
She could beat you to death with it.
God damn, that female hyena got a bigger dick than me.
Holy shit. I mean, like, there's a good friend of ours who has a smaller dick than a fucking female hyena. Like, and his dick touched the fucking toilet bowl water when he woke up in the morning. Like, what the fuck? What are these things? Like 6 feet fucking long fucking land shark coming at me with a fucking hard fucking dick that's got a fucking a bite to it that's stronger than they're almost as strong as a polar bear? What the fuck?
Anything to say to that, Tim?
What's that?
I rest my case.
I rest my case, sir. Please, this
is a Dunkin' Donuts.
you cannot come in here by yourself, Chuck E. Cheese's, sir. Stop yelling about hyenas.
So, really, the true argument here: hyenas. They started QAnon.
Yeah, QAnon wishes.
Yeah, I know. My God. I mean, I have never heard of anything in my life. There's nothing on this planet. Like, they don't even live in Australia. And, like, everything's trying to kill you in Australia. Let's just keep going, because I got more.
All right.
And I don't need to talk about it anymore. No, we're done.
All right, so Simba, then he gets a stern talking to by his big paw daddy back into the movie that turns into a heartfelt bonding moment that I'm not going to have any attachment to after thinking about fucking hyena clits and shit. But so Mufasa, he look it up. He tells Simba that the great kings of the past watch over them from the stars, and one day he'll be up there too, watching over Simba.
Yeah, this is good writing. Are we going to be together forever, Dad? We will, Simba. Cutscene.
Yes.
Him immediately dying.
This movie came out 10 months after my dad died. I really enjoyed that part of the movie.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't traumatic for you at all, Max.
It's a fucking 4-year-old
Not
watching
the least.
like, cool.
God damn it, Mom. Why'd you bring me this?
Ugh. Oh, now he's gonna die? Fuck.
Your mom's talking to her friends. In retrospect, this might not have been the best movie to bring Max to.
Yeah, I should have read the synopsis or something. It's a little bit of a trigger warning. All right, so then we cut back to the graveyard with all the hyenas literally licking their wounds before Scar convinces them to kill Mufasa and Simba via the song Be Prepared.
Be prepared.
A lot of Nazi imagery in this scene,
Jesus Christ.
which Disney
So I'm
would
gonna
not
just-
have been happy about.
I'm going to take a little bit of a liberty here and also check that one off of my fucking bingo card. Gang violence, also known as the brown shirts, taking the shit over, Night of the Long Knives. I really wish that more murders did start with song. I feel like that would make it a little bit easier to deal with. Maybe a little bit.
No, it would make it a lot harder if they were singing while they were killing you.
No. This is just to juice you up for the kill, where it's just like, I'm going to serenade you before we go out and we just kill off an entire royal family, which is probably the right thing to do, but we're not going to discuss that.
Well, I guess it would be good warning if you're about to walk out the door with your friend and he starts going into like a show
prepared.
tune. Like you might want to be prepared for like sneak attack. But
I feel like that is a niche, though, that could actually be like truly filled. We haven't had like a musical serial killer yet.
That we know of.
That we know of. Someone write an email to the last podcast on the left. Who's out there? So we need to know about them.
I mean, yeah. So to your point, though, Max, it's kind of ironic that they're using Nazi imagery in a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Because Walt Disney would have been like, I don't get what's wrong with this. This seems fine to me.
Wait, he's the bad guy?
This seems correct. Yeah.
Hold on.
Scar's the bad guy? This seems wrong.
Simba does have some Jewish features.
Yeah. He has red hair. That's not pure blood.
All right, so then we have the turning point of the movie where Simba is stuck in the middle of a stampede with Scar bitch slapping Zazu into a rock to prevent him from getting help while Mufasa saves his son. But then the exhausted Mufasa climbs to the edge of this gorge and reaches out for his brother's help, but instead Scar claws him, saying, "Long live the king," before shoving his brother to his death.
This was some bad animating too.
Well, yeah.
I never think about the animation in this part, though, just because it is such a fucking trigger moment for me. It takes me right back to being 4 again.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
okay,
we'll just skip over this part real quick and we'll just move to the next scene.
Yeah, just like I did in the scene, because I just fast forwarded through this. Like, I've seen this 500 times. I don't need to see this today.
This is what I was thinking. Is like, what if this movie just took like a serious, like there could be a left or a right turn. Left turn is Simba becomes a wildebeest serial killer. Right turn is Simba becomes like literally like Lion Batman and just goes out to like avenge his family for like till the end of days and just is the angriest lion ever. And then ends up basically turning into Scar. But I really like the wildebeest serial killer, and I can't take it much farther than that because lions already serial kill wildebeests.
Yeah.
But that could be kind of a fun thing. We could do that. Like Adult Swim could take that one, run with it.
I kind of like the other
I think
side.
it would be a lot funnier if Simba became like Rustin Cole from
True Detective.
True Detective, yeah. He just was like became like a disgruntled line detective. You know what I mean? Riding around with his degenerate alcoholic partner.
There's a little small puddle, like the size of an eye, that he looks through every single morning.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. He's always talking about how lions are a disease that then the right thing to do for lions to all kill themselves.
Got hooked on all
circle.
of Rafiki's drugs. Like,
yes. Yeah, whatever he was cracking open in there was not fucking fruit.
Right.
No,
hey, Rafiki would be
not.
Reggie Ledoux.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. You'd have that 8 minute. Yeah, that 8 minutes no cut scene of Simba
Guns.
just trying to get Rafiki into a car.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Well, the hyenas are just with their dicks scraping against the floor, chasing after him.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay. I like that. Okay, I like that. True lion detective. Okay. Yeah.
I kind of like the Simba as Batman though too. It would just change everything. Just the whole. It's like Hakuna Matata. It's like, what does that even mean? It means no worries.
Go to sleep. Shh. Swear to me.
I'm not wearing hockey pants. Hockey? What the fuck is hockey? We're in Africa.
All right, so Scar sticks his hyena goons on Simba after he convinces Simba that it was his fault and he must run away and never return.
Honestly, just goes to show you never trust your uncle. You know
Case
what I mean?
in point.
Yeah, case
Especially
in
the
point.
grabby ones.
Right. Yeah. Never trust your uncle. And let's just say, if your uncle's named Scar, probably shouldn't have trusted him from the start there.
Yeah, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then Scar's insurrection is complete at Mufasa's funeral, where he tells the Pride that he's now the king, and a new era will rise where lions and I'm just gonna skip the other part. Lions and hyenas will work side by side.
This is basically just January 6th. If it worked out in the Trumpers' favor.
I originally had said we're lions and right-winger Trumpers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And then after
this is my trigger. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then after that, we're introduced to Timon and Pumbaa, who nurse Simba back to life, or back to health, and they tell him to leave his past behind via the song Hakuna Matata, which is a terrible song in Tim's book.
Terrible song.
No worries, bitch. No, it's not that great.
It's
really
YOLO, basically.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. I mean, that's just a poor thing to teach a child. There are things to worry about. There are things you need to be responsible for.
So I really do think that this entire, just stage of scenes, whatever you would call that, is literally Simba just turning into a fucking jungle hippie and just getting hooked on heroin and just growing his hair out because it's it's not quite right, like Mufasa, that shit, he had a perm in it, he had a little bit of product and all this. Simba, it's all over the place, dude. And he's just walking around. I mean, dude, doesn't even have money to buy meat. He just eats bugs. Dude, he's just a fucking heroin addict, just running around with a fucking dirty pig and a mutant cat. And that's this entire fucking scene for the next little while.
Starts hallucinating his dad in the clouds. I mean, Jesus, he's definitely on drugs.
And there is a scene here too where they are running through a poppy field. So there's once again, we're going to check off on the bingo card here, drug use. Ching! Take that one. I'm almost winning.
Yeah, this is quite a long song because Simba starts out as a little cub and then it ends with him being a full-blown mature adult. So then we have the three outcasts looking at the night sky, most likely high, without a care in the world. But then Simba gets mocked for sharing his dad's story about the stars, so he sadly walks away, only for Rafiki to pick up on his scent from hundreds of miles away.
When you're half brother, you just know, man.
Rafiki? Rafiki's the monkey.
Incest. Oh, excuse me, Rafiki. So when you take hallucinogens...
Yeah, he's also related.
Why wouldn't the king fuck a monkey from time to time? I mean...
You got that red bud. You're just asking for it. That's what Mufasa's saying to him. It's like he painted it for me.
Fucking mandrills, man. I know. Meaner than baboons. He grinds up some sketchy ass fucking powder, throws it into a fucking coconut, swirls it around some fucking pimp juice, and realizes that yes, the long lost fucking son of the king is hanging out across the continent. Makes a whole lot of sense.
And then you just see him pack his little Hunter S. Thompson suitcase full of drugs and just gets in his car and drives to go find Simba in the desert.
Yeah.
The whole time running from bats. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then we have Simba and Nala's reunion after she tries to eat Pumbaa. So I guess originally there was going to be a repraised version of Be Prepared where Scar was trying to seduce Nala, but she rejects him. So then he exiles her, and that's how she ends up there. But then they cut that out because it was this is not appropriate for kids.
Oh, so you mean the forced marriage slash attempted rape of a teenager lion? wasn't going to be appropriate?
We're really missing out on Bill in this episode.
We really are.
I just don't have the anger to fight back on any of this shit.
No, he has children that he has to worry about being corrupted, and we don't. But
he's doing a real disservice to us.
I want to see the writer that was really adamant about that story, about that little arc in the middle of the story. No.
Oh, in the
Scar
90s?
has to force himself upon Nala.
Otherwise, how do we know he's the bad guy? Because he killed the king and tried to kill a little boy. Yeah, it's a little...
Somebody please get George Lucas out of the writing room, please.
I know. I was thinking that, like, who wrote this? I'm like, probably George Lucas and Spielberg.
Yeah, like, oh, they've been hanging out again. Great. All right, get them out of the fucking room. Get them out. Get them the fuck out.
Hold on. What if Nala was a preteen? No, that's even worse. Please stop.
No, but you have to understand it's simple hierarchy in biology when it comes to lions. Yeah, except lions don't fucking talk and they aren't fucking people.
No, hold on.
Well, there's an argument to be made.
That's debatable. I mean, she's a preteen in lion years. Wait, so you mean she's actually younger?
Wait, so she's like 2?
You guys don't understand.
But see, it all balances out because the main character is a ginger. So we're extending olive branches here. Olive branches, i.e. cocks, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Give us what we need. This isn't even your fucking movie, George.
How did you even get onto the set?
Security.
Pulled a few strings.
You will let me onto the set to talk about
I am the writer you're looking
child
for.
exploitation. Yeah.
Actually,
I am the writer you're looking for.
If anyone wants to look up someone that looks just as fucking goofy as George Lucas, look up oh lordy. So his name is Tony Fusil, and he's the supervising animator. Look him up. He is the saddest looking motherfucker, and especially the 49ers hat with the woven like cord sweatshirt that he's wearing in one of these interviews.
Is it this guy?
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the fucking one, dude.
He's the one who wrote sex in the air, whatever, that they had to edit out.
That's like if Tim and I like spliced together a child from our DNA and like had my hair loss. Like that would be Tony.
Yeah, if we made a sequel to the movie Splice, John and I, that would be Tony Fusil. Oh yeah,
that's good. Man. That's a good picture.
Oh man, I'm telling you, the 90s rough.
All right. Well, then we have the it's totally not problematic. Can you feel the love tonight montage that ends with Simba and Nala fucking in the jungle while Timon and Pumbaa explode into a waterfall of tears of sadness.
Dude, I'm just telling you this. I'm telling you, this is the sequence that made an entire all the furries in our generation became furries at this moment when I saw this.
But
okay,
on the other side, there's also a generation of girls who learned how to give the fuck me eyes because of the look that Nala's given Simba.
Oh, dude, Nala gives the greatest fuck me eyes in the world.
Yeah,
made my Jimmy move.
A blind man would pick up on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus Christ!
They were doing a lot of nuzzling. I thought,
licking,
just to kind of critique their, just to kind of critique their lovemaking. I thought it was tender. I thought they did a good job of sharing, taking turns.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they did a good job of foreplay. So I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10.
So when
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
When we look this up on Pornhub later, we are literally going to see fucking Pumbaa like in a spit roast, like threesome, like after this with like both lions, like with the first spit roast that's ever been that fucking literal over the flames. We get to see him with a fucking apple in his mouth.
Yeah, one of them's eating the apple from his mouth.
The continent. Yeah, like so.
It's no penetration technically.
Eiffel Tower hasn't been built yet, but we're going to do it. Let's go.
All right, so then these two lions, they get into a fight after Simba refuses to talk about his past or return home, so he sulks away, only to be harassed by Rafiki, who takes him on a spiritual journey to self-discovery after the ghost of Mufasa tells his son that he's forgotten who he is and he must take his place as the rightful king.
This whole montage is a hallucination with Rafiki literally just like weaning him off on methadone.
Yeah, they just stole Yoda. This is like Yoda hopping around being like, "Oh, dumbass, you say?" Like I don't know. I don't fucking know these movies well enough. Yeah.
Don't even get me started on this fucking monkey. This goddamn monkey. This whole monkey got the entire fucking pride hooked on fucking drugs.
That's why everything dried out. That's why the lions didn't want to do shit. He's like, "Oh, Mufasa,
everything
Mufasa's
fucked up.
Gone. We can bring it in all the real heavy shit."
They're all just laying on dirty mattresses under Pride Rock.
Nobody, yeah.
I mean, that's basically
Nobody
what
changes
Scar's
the
doing.
sheets. Nobody flushes the toilets, and this is what we get. Like, and all the fucking crackhead hyenas are here with their big dicks, fucking just dragging on the floor.
It would
Unsanitary conditions.
It would be way better if Scar was just like Paul Bowles or something like that, like in the cave, lying down, and be like, "Bring me my smack, bring me my smack," and then it would be like, what's the bird's name?
Zazu.
Oh, Zazu.
Zazu, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. As he injects Scar, like in between the toes.
Sing me a song.
Sing me a song, Zazu.
He was like nodding off Scar in that fucking scene. So that, once again, thanks, Rafiki.
Yep. I think he had something in his hand too. You could easily substitute that for like a bong or something.
Yep.
Sitting there.
Just a big fucking just poppy seed bag. just chomping on it.
I will say that Rafiki is the real MVP of this movie because without him, Simba would have just be still popping Xanax playing Xbox with Timon and Pumbaa.
I agree.
Nala fucked him and he still wouldn't listen to her. She's like,
No.
Jesus Christ, I fucking came halfway across the continent, had sex with you, and you still won't even listen to me?
It's because Simba has self-respect.
He's like, nah, I already came. It doesn't matter anymore.
Small side effect of the Xanny benzos, dude. You don't care about shit. Not a thing.
Sorry, baby girl, gotta do me.
Kuna Matata.
He would be wearing the hat the exact same way that fucking Tim is wearing his right now. Like,
Hakuna Matata, gotta put you behind me, baby.
What does that even mean? It means shoot your shot. YOLO.
I don't know. I read it in LeBron James' autobiography.
I mean Twitter.
Yeah.
So Simba then returns home to find it a barren wasteland infested with big-dicked hyenas, big-dicked and big-clitted hyenas.
Yeah, it's no wonder they can't feed this. I mean, you got to feed. Probably need a wildebeest to fucking every 10 minutes to feed those dicks,
dude,
you know?
seriously. I mean, just fucking snail trails everywhere. Like, everything's all fucked up. Like,
Whoopi's
it's
like,
real bad.
My clit's shivering. It's shivering away. I need more substance for my clit.
I can't believe
You never know where the show's going to go.
this is what Lion King. This is what we're talking about with Lion King. This is what's going to
You never know.
infuriate. So it's going to infuriate Bill the most is that we have barely touched on the music, but we have
I know.
spent
Hey, that's Bill's
20
fault for showing up, all right?
He's a musical guy.
Oh, he loves the music.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. No,
No
I'm
kidding.
going to re-release
Really?
our Disney soundtrack episode like a day or two after this episode, just so you can actually hear what this episode would have been like if Bill was on, which is just him screaming at Tim for like an hour and a half.
Yep.
I still haven't listened to that one.
I'm going to put it on. I'll put it up. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So, yeah, they need a distraction, and there's no better distraction than just Nathan Lane's, than having just a Nathan Lane character in drag just singing Hawaiian music. Because that just works perfectly for them.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I mean, we already talked about what the hyena's packing.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't Nathan like just gotten off of Broadway or something too? So he was still like extra fabulous. Kind of
He's
a
always
thing.
fabulous.
I think he's
Yeah,
constantly on Broadway.
Yeah, I think,
I fucking love him.
which is kind of weird because he and Matthew Broderick would, be on Broadway together a few years later. The producers.
Oh, Matthew, really? So he helped him get out of vehicular manslaughter?
Yep.
Good for him.
Yep. Yeah, you got a vehicular manslaughter and then did a Disney movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Simba went to Ireland and killed somebody too.
Wow.
So then Simba reveals himself to the Pride after Scar slaps his mom for bringing up Mufasa's name.
Oh, yeah, so I didn't put this one on my bingo card. This one's going to go under the other category is slapping one's wife. Ding. We're going to put that one down there. Once again, great thing for the kiddies.
Good.
Also, fucking pimp smack too. It's like
He does.
lions don't backhand fucking smack things.
Did the
like,
same thing with
it's
Zazu.
fucking,
Just bitch slapping everybody.
my God, dude. I mean, like, damn.
He's like an effeminate
it's a
French
royal
king.
family and all.
Yeah. Yeah, the way he's like flicking his hair back during the Be Prepared song and There's a little
He
song
needed
and
to have
dance
like
that
a
he's
white
making.
glove to just whap. You forget yourself, Nala.
Zazu, fetch me my bitch slapping glove.
Bring me my glove and my gear.
All right, so Scar, being the cunning cunt that he is, taunts Simba with the death of his father, forcing him to the edge of the Pride Rock. Oh, shit. But then Scar leans in and whispers that he was the one who killed Mufasa. Oh, shit! Which was a big mistake because because the enraged Simba then pins Scar to the ground in a chokehold, forcing him to admit that he was the one who really killed Mufasa, which leads into a full-out battle of good versus evil.
I mean, just stupid on Scar's part and also stupid on Simba's part. It's like, dude, how do you still think you killed your dad? He fell. I mean, come on, dude. And then also, Scar, classic mistake. Don't unveil the plan right when you're about to get away with it, you dumb shit.
Yep. Typical villain move right there.
No, Scar thought he could just get away with anything, that he could just walk out on the street and just like grab someone by the pussy or just shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and the cops would never come after him. So he thought he was fucking Teflon.
He was like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Hey.
Beep, beep, beep. I'm doing a political on myself.
Oh shit, we're back on the woke list, Tim.
I'm sorry for being woke, guys. I'm sorry that I don't think you should just be able to kill people at will. But you know, hey, that's just me. That's just me, guys.
Got to protect that car dealership. Priorities. Right.
And if any of our listeners out there have a problem with that, come meet me at North Square. Leave your guns at home. I know you won't because you're pussies.
Yeah, fight the way real Bostonians fight, which is with knives, not guns.
You know, it's with knives, bricks, and terrible insults to cut you to the core.
That's the Boston way. So then we have all of Pride Rock on fire with Scar saying that the hyenas are the ones who made him overthrow the king while begging Simba for mercy, which Simba allows by flipping his uncle's words onto him, saying to run far, far away and never return. But Scar, being the piece of shit that he is, pulls a Bolo Young blood sport move and just blinds Simba, gets a few punches in there too. But then Simba's able to kickflip him off the rock right into a pit of hyenas who eat him alive.
That was pretty metal.
That's probably the most graphic scene of any Disney movie ever. Because they actually show like the hyenas like taking like chunks out of Scar before they like pan the camera up. I mean, it's through a shadow, but still.
Oh, through the shadow. Okay. I was like, what fucking version did you watch? Because I want it.
Is this the one? Is this the Lion King 1.5 that people have talked about? They just show all the blood and guts. They show Mufasa and Simba just like mauling animals in the beginning.
But we do get a small snippet of like Rocky 5, like with the fucking full boxing match, except like, you know, Rocky 5 fucked Mad Max in the middle of a fucking flaming fighting ring. And then someone gets eaten alive by rabid animals. Like, it's pretty fucking badass, dude. Like, so there were some parts in this that were like, all right, I'm bringing it back. And just to piss Bill off, and this is true, I fast forwarded through all of the songs.
Yeah, why would you listen to them? They're honestly overrated.
No, it's for kids. It's for kids. You know what I am? An adult. I pay taxes.
I'm a grown-ass man watching this movie about lions.
We discussed this before, Max. It's been well established. If you want quality Disney music, it's The Great Mouse Detective or bust. So I think we just kind of need to move on with this. I mean, listen, it's been well established. There's really no argument that can be made why The Lion King would be better.
Yeah, we really did our listeners a disservice. Bill really did a disservice to our listeners by having to take care of his kids to do this episode. This would have been gold. I can't. I don't have the energy to argue with you, Tim.
No, just leave the Twitter thread open. Bill comment on it.
Next week's mini episode, Bill just screaming for 45 minutes.
Actually, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to be like sitting at my desk Monday doing work, and then I'm going to hear tires screech outside my house, and then I'm just going to hear two doors get kicked in, and Bill's just going to be like in my office spearing me.
I was thinking more like hot air balloon, and then you just see like a little ladder come down, and then feet going right through the window.
Yeah, and then he'll be going like, "Ha ha!"
Francis, keep the balloon running. Also, I love that Scar. He does exactly what every fucking small person who's abused power does. He just blames somebody else for it. He's like, no, it was the hyenas who told me to kill my brother and take over.
It was Jesus, I tell you.
Yeah, it wasn't me. All right, let's wrap it up here. So Simba in the pouring rain climbs up Pride Rock to let out a victory roar. Then we wrap up the movie by going full circle of life with the animal kingdom cheering at the ceremony of Simba and Nala's son. And then the movie ends. Lion King.
Okay, question is, do you think that son was conceived before Simba came back or after Simba came back?
Well, it's a good thing they don't have fucking paternity tests in Lion Land.
All I'm saying is
no one
was
will
it a
ever know.
shotgun wedding or no?
That's a good question.
Mm.
I'm going to say yes.
The reason why I'm bringing this up...
I'm just going to...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, you finish because I'm going to be able to really rebuttal all of this. Like, none of it's going to matter by the time I'm done with it. So keep going.
And Max, you
keep going.
gotta cut the names out of this at least.
Okay.
But I went to a concert at my friend Bleep last Wednesday, this past Wednesday, and told me that he knocked up his coworker.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh,
yep.
fuck.
Oh, by the way, not his
Recently?
girlfriend, because he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that recently he knocked her up?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Well, oh boy.
Yep.
Ooh.
So before we even get to the concert, we're sitting down for dinner, and he's like, I got big news, man. I'm like, oh, sweet, man. Did you, like, propose or something? He's like, kind of the opposite.
Yeah, not to the person you think.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, God.
This could
Yikes.
solve your friend's problem too, but what if Rafiki was just so fucked up on fucking drugs, whatever the fuck he was on at that point, the fucking pimp juice and the coconut mashed up with some sketchy fucking orange powder from the fucking continent and just dropped the child off the mountain.
He's shaking. He's got the shakes.
Just like, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Huh? Oh, wow. All right.
I thought it was a big bug.
Okay.
I've seen shit.
It was coming right for me. I don't know.
Oh, fuck. He just throws them. Yeah, I mean, we've all seen plenty of gifs of that. Just Rafiki throwing countless lions off Pride Rock.
Here we are suddenly in African Sparta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had multiple just in our group texts throughout the past couple of weeks.
Yes, we have.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get into trivia. This is the best-selling home video of all time with over 55 million copies sold.
Holy shit.
Shoes. And that's like DVD.
I don't know if that's
VHS.
DVD. I'm guessing that's just, I'm going to guess that's VHS. Home
I mean,
video.
everyone had a copy
Yeah.
of VHS growing up. So like, yeah,
Everybody.
we had like 2 just cause.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I mean, everybody had them. So that makes sense. Okay.
So James Earl Jones, and I'm probably saying this name wrong. Madge. Is that Mage? Madge. Okay.
Madge.
So James Earl Jones and Madge Sinclair, who play the king and queen in this movie, also play the king and queen in Coming to America.
I thought I...
Oh, wow, so
I
they
knew I
already had
recognized your
chemistry.
voice.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so great. Like they've already played African king and queens in other movies. It would have been a little bit of a different movie though if the voice of Simba was voiced by Eddie Murphy. Can you imagine him trying to roar?
It would be so
He
much
was just like,
better.
"Rah!" Yeah.
Anyone ever seen the stand-up of him trying to imitate a woman's orgasm?
No.
Maybe not. I don't
Yeah.
know. Is that raw?
That's exactly what it would have fucking sounded like. It's fucking terrible. No, to your point, he would have sucked.
Yeah.
It goes, "Ah!" Like that's literally what he sounds like trying to imitate that fucking. Oh my god, Eddie fucking Murphy, far dirtier than any of us ever knew.
Oh, he's very dirty. He's lucked out. I don't know how like Kevin Hart got canceled from hosting the Oscars and like from a tweet he sent out in 2009, but Eddie Murphy was able to host the Oscars multiple times after like him just doing stand-up for 30 years. Like anything that he's ever said in stand-up is horrific. It's the most like chauvinistic, homophobic, fucked up stuff. And no problem.
But when did he host the Oscars?
I don't know.
I bet it was
Who
still
cares?
like Green Light Land back then, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, still fine.
I feel like Kevin just pissed off all the wrong people. Like after watching that Don Cheadle interview, like the 15-second clip where Don Cheadle's like, "Fuck you, dude."
Kevin Hart's also
in his
just
eyes.
not funny. So I mean,
No.
his whole humor is just being short. I'm like, all right, well, that's
Wait, Don Cheadle?
He has his moments.
Don Cheadle got in some beef with Kevin Hart?
Not like beef necessarily, but like there was just something where Don Cheadle just was not about what he did on camera in an interview, and the whole interview just tanked after that. Just look it up. I mean, it's just like the moment. Like all you need to do is like the moment, like Don Cheadle, like Kevin Hart, and it's just bad. They go back and forth, or like he's trying to walk it back, and Don Cheadle's like, "Okay, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You're never going to work in Hollywood again. Okay, it's fine. It's done. It's okay."
all right. A couple of other like this is a couple of like voice actor trivia stuff. So Ed the Hyena, who was voiced by Jim Cummings, he also did the voice of the Gopher in The Lion King from the beginning, and then he did a couple of the last singing lines of the "Be Prepared" song because Jeremy Irons his voice ran out.
I would know that if I had listened to any of the songs in the movie.
This is probably my favorite trivia fact. So Frank Welker. I'll just say that again. Frank Welker, who's a legendary voice actor, did all the lion roars. And the movie didn't have any actual lions roaring in it. It was all him. And
Really?
What the
Those
fuck?
are fucking great roars.
Because the producers wanted every lion to sound distinct. So, and you can actually, it's on YouTube, you can see it, but he has like a microphone in one side, and then he has like a tin trash can in the other, and he's just like screaming into the tin trash can and making all these lion sounds. It's really impressive.
Oh, so he's a homeless troubadour. Okay.
Oh, he's not homeless. The
Okay.
dude's worth like fucking like $10 million. I'll look that up too. I'm like, this.
God damn it.
So the guy has voiced fucking everything. He's probably best known for the voice of Megatron, but here's a list of characters that he's done in movies that we've just covered on the show. So he did the Predator. He did Reptile and Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
He did the monkey in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He played the Graboids in Tremors. He did the voices for those.
That. All right. Keep going.
The reindeer in The Santa Claus. Charlie Dog in Space Jam. I don't know who the fuck Charlie Dog is, but the Anaconda in Anacondas. The creature voices for 1998's Godzilla. And he also did the parrot in Deep Blue Sea. LL Cool J's pet parrot.
Oh my fucking God.
That's hilarious.
He's done 9 of our movies.
So he doesn't do like person voices, he does like animal voices.
He has both. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he's also like done the aliens in Independence Day. He's done Scooby Doo. He plays Fred in Scooby Doo, Curious George, Garfield. Like really anything you can think of. It's the guy's done a voice for it. Very impressive.
How the fuck? What?
I believe it's him. He's the 3rd highest grossing actor of all time. Like when you look at movies, because it's Stan Lee, and then it's Samuel L. Jackson, and then it's him. Like his movies have done like billions upon billions of dollars.
That's hilarious.
It's amazing.
I'm very impressed that it's a human being that does all this, but I do have to ask, like, why? Why a human being? It's clearly not cheaper. He's made that much money.
Yeah, but if you're like a voice actor or something, I mean, they're like, all right, you
Yeah.
know, we want that roar to be a little more high pitched, or I don't know, because lions all sound the fucking same, so they wanted them to sound
It's
different.
organic. Well, so Max, that's racist. But
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's
man.
very prejudiced for his lions.
But okay, yeah, and like I'm not upset. I'm curious. Yeah, why? Like why? I mean, it really does make sense. Is you can't tell a synthesizer exactly what you want it to do. Like someone's got to sit there and fucking toy with it for like 12 hours. But like he can just be like, oh, 1 octave higher, got it. Like, oh, you need a little more tremble, got it. Like, all right, okay, you need an organic sound box. All right, okay.
Yeah, he's just basically a soundboard. He's a human soundboard.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think
impressive.
he can beatbox?
I'm sure the guy can really probably do anything with just if it involves a sound, he's probably going to be able to do it.
You pay him $10 million, he'll make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
Okay, box office game. How much did this movie cost? How much did it make?
It $200 million to make. It made $900 million.
I think it cost $100 million to make. I feel like revenue, like total amount of money this movie must have made has to be like over $1 billion.
Close to it. All right, so movie cost $85 million to make, and then in its first run, it made $763 million, and then with the IMAX and 3D releases, it's made $968 million. Which is
So it's made well over $1 billion.
No, it's made 968 total. Like after the release, it made like an extra 200 million in re-releases.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't like those weren't sums. That was just that's how much it made.
Yeah, it was 763 first run total. It's made 968.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Fuck.
Which is crazy too, because the shittier one that came out a couple years ago that made like 1.4 billion. But if you look at the inflation for 1994, it's like on par. It's like almost the same exact amount of money. It's crazy.
On Ice probably made just as much money.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was also the highest grossing movie of 1994.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yep. Surpassed Forrest Gump. Okay.
No shit.
Yeah. Big
Doesn't
movie.
make sense. They must. Parents must have taken their kids to see this movie like a million times.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask a quick question that's completely unrelated to any of this shit?
Sure.
Remember when
I like it.
when Simba like lays down on like the cliff on the flowers and the dust flies off?
Yeah.
Did anybody see sex in the air?
No, they cut
saw
it
that-
out, I think.
Well, they said that it was like which I think it really did say sex in the air, because like there's always something in Disney. It's like whether or not like Little Mermaid's father has like a raging boner in the background, or like this, like,
Or there's a huge
sex
dick.
dust.
The entire Little Mermaid castle is just a bunch of penises,
Yeah,
which they had to cut
still
out too. And yeah,
smaller than a hyena's clitoris, but it's okay. But I saw the excuse, like all the artists came out. They're like, no, we did it. It said FSFX. It was a tribute to the art department. Like, yeah, okay, sure, guys. Like, that just proved to me that. Okay, anyway, so we're moving on. All right, I just had to ask.
You can kind of see it, right?
Oh, that's totally sex. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's totally. Yeah, that's bullshit. They just came up with that. That was like me when I painted FU on the fucking basement of the apartment that we moved out of. We didn't give us enough fucking paint from, where I was like, oh, it's Florida University. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Free fall utilities. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like Knoxville.
All right. Who is your favorite and least favorite in this? I'll go first. My favorite's Timon. I basically like everybody in this movie, but I guess my least favorite would be Zazu, because they basically made him that way.
Okay. My favorite's Pumbaa, because that motherfucker can eat and fucking shit and fart. No different than Tim and I. And like, I'm like, okay, I could relate. My least favorite was Rafiki. He was just too over the fucking top, and like, monkeys don't walk around with sticks with big jingle jangles tied to the top of them, and even take that many drugs to the dome and can still function, much less like paint lions onto trees. I had problems with it. And like, you know what? Whether it's furries or Donald Trump, like, he made something bad in this world. Some kid. I don't know what it was, but yeah.
My favorite was Nala, because I love a strong female character. Everyone knows that. And
When people think of me, they think progressive.
right, exactly.
I mean, Tim called out the nipple hats in like Harry Potter part like 6.5 or whatever fucking one it was. So
Yeah, exactly. I'm like I empower women every day.
I'm a super woman in power.
Yeah, superwoman empowerment or blah 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 blah.
Whatever you fucking clams like to hear.
Yeah, whatever they want to fucking hear, And my least favorite was Scar. He's an asshole.
Sky, you
That's a
asshole.
You asshole.
That's valid. No, that's valid. That's valid.
It's yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, totally valid. And he was dainty, and he was a thin lion, and shouldn't have even been like even in the Rocky V fight.
He was
But there
Draco
he was.
Malfoy.
Have
Tie that
you
one
guys
out,
ever
Bill.
seen the? You ever seen the pictures, like the comparison of Loki and Thor with Mufasa and Scar? It's like the same exact fucking thing, because like Loki wears green and he has like the long black hair. Hold on, I gotta find a picture of it real quick.
Okay. Yeah. This is why I can tell Bill to fuck off when it comes to Marvel stuff, because I still
It's
understand
like
it. Yeah, there
that.
it is. Okay. Yep. Same.
And then it's like the same fucking thing. Okay, time for Hold My Popcorn
Copyright infringement.
ratings. Prepare to be judged. What's your rating for The Lion King?
So I'm gonna give the movie a 5 out of 10, and I'm gonna give the music a 2 out of 10. I just think the music is not that good. I think there are plenty of other Disney movies that have better music. Great Mouse Detective.
Go on.
Great Mouse Detective 2. This is 2
Brave
examples
Little
right
Toaster.
there. So just throwing that out there.
I'll give this 7 pairs of Fuzzy's Jaguar nuts out of 15 hippo hernias. We didn't even talk about that. Like, angry as a hippo with a hernia, like, that's an angry fucking hippo.
I'll give this 1 disappointed Max for Bill not being on this episode just for content reasons out of 7 inches of Whoopi Goldberg hyena clit dick.
The fact that you put Whoopi Goldberg in there.
I know.
Well,
Oh, God.
yeah.
I love Whoopi.
I love Whoopi
And
too.
her
I'm gonna
Disney
I'm gonna
clit.
power her, man. I'm gonna power her. Listen,
I think that she should have had Chong on there as like the damaged hyena that couldn't speak words. Like, because that was what it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be Cheech and Chong, and then like a damaged hyena as the 3 hyenas. And then Whoopi got in there, which is cool. But yeah, like Chong was supposed to be in there too, that could have been good.
Yeah, why
Could've
wasn't
been fun.
Chong Ed then? It's really
He
weird.
had probably been picked up on God knows what drug charge at that point. I mean,
Yeah, he
this
was
is probably what it came down to.
Huh.
Him and Willie Nelson were just like, fucked up in jail for a moment. They never stay, but yeah, Chong was supposed to be there. Supposed to be Cheech and Chong. It was probably a thing where it was like, well, we can throw Cheech on there, or we can throw Chong on there, but the kids. And then, as we've discussed throughout this entire movie, the movie fucked up the kids anyway. What difference does it make?
I'd be pissed if I was Chong, because Cheech was also in The Aristocrats, right? He plays a Chihuahua,
Yeah.
which is
Makes
like
sense.
super problematic because he knows how to like hotwire cars in that movie. He's a freaking Mexican dog. It's so fucked.
Oh, Chong has not shied away from playing very stereotypical Mexican characters. He's played a ton of them. It's
Or,
hilarious.
I'm talking about Cheech Martin.
Yeah. Cheech. I mean, Cheech. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Chong is just too fucking dopey to even fucking show up to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's new age. When they do a live action Winnie the Pooh, he'll be Eeyore. That'll be perfect. But
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna fucking rip this bong, man. Fucking shit, man.
All right, and anything else before we get out of here?
We gotta talk about our boy Ruben for the shout outs. First shout out we've had in a little bit. We brought back the left titty. We're loving it. Straight from fucking Melbourne, mate. And we love it. We loved the 16 paragraphs that you gave us on Apple reviews. That was a lot of fun.
The most accurate review I've ever seen. It was dead on.
Like,
unfortunately,
dude,
nobody in
that was
America will be able to read the review because it's in Australia.
which is, that's okay. If people know how to find it, they can find it. But yeah, he literally wrote like his entire fucking like master's thesis on the show, and we appreciate that.
Even critiquing Derek, who hasn't been on an episode in like 2 years.
Yeah. And a very accurate critique of Derek.
Yes,
We
very
feel-
accurate depiction of Derek.
we
too.
feel Derek like that about Derek about on the show and in real life as well.
By the way, some people have asked too, it's like, oh, we're glad that you guys got rid of Derek. We never got rid of Derek. Derek made the decision himself to not come back on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
I was with him last week, and he's like, man, I can't control myself. It's not good for me to be on the show.
No.
Or to show all of your friends your asshole
Yeah, that too.
on the show.
Yep. All right, well, with that,
You're going to sweep that under the fucking rug.
I have a social
He did
media
it. I
shout
had to
out.
look at it.
all right.
I have a social media shout out. Okay. If anyone thinks that my Kyle Rittenhouse, I'm talking like Bernie Sanders right now. Look at my arm. Thinks my Kyle Rittenhouse diatribe was inappropriate. I'll be in North Square, 5 p.m. sharp, every day for the next week, including Thanksgiving. Come, leave your guns at home, you stupid pussies. Social media shout out. Post it on Twitter. I don't know how to do that.
Yep, and also go to manscaped.com, 20 popcorn at checkout.
Oh yeah, we have to read, don't we? We have to put those together.
Yeah, I got to do that
Yep.
still.
Yeah,
Okay.
Timmy said he's going to do like a monster truck rally type of ad read.
Yep.
All right, well, that's the episode, guys. We'll be back probably next week with John's pick. High
indeed.
energy. It is a Friday night. We have no energy.
Can you
No,
fuck
not the fucking least.
a lion tonight? Fuck him in the ass.
Mama Hyena has to be down with it and has to like assist because they really do have such a massive clitoris that's also fused with the vulva to where it hangs down. So they have to like position it just right for the male to do. So it's basically like built-in theft protection. And theft is treating that word lightly.
Okay.
Speechless.
I know.
Speechless.
No, like this isn't even something that I it's like normally I'm a little bit scattered. This is something else that I can't even put it this way. They have to dock. And I'm not
What?
joking. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be disgusting.
Isn't all intercourse kind of like docking?
Well, yeah, in a Star Trek sense, but this is
Sure.
like literally like
In a Star Trek
the
sense?
act. Well, like, yeah, we're docking with the mothership. So like we're flying into the shuttle bay. Like this is
Okay.
this is literally like when we talk about like the word of docking, which like Max gets mad at me when I say this word for good reason. It literally is that. I'm not
So
proud.
there's a dick going into the foreskin of another dick?
It's just like that. They do have their own foreskin. Now it's really only with the spotted hyena, it turns out.
You know way
But,
too much
yeah.
about this.
Once you start, you can't stop with the
I can't
hyenas.
stop looking.
They are fascinating creatures.
Can't
And
stop,
the
won't
funny
stop.
thing is like I can't say this on air, but like, I'll say it. I'll be like a friend of ours, but like they have a longer clit than like Bobby Tam's dick is. Like they're huge. They're like 7 inches, like on average.
Wow. It's
A
a
7-inch
huge clit.
clitoris.
that's humongous.
Yes, guys. Like I'm serious. Like when I'm making the docking thing,
That's
it's
just a
not
penis.
joke. It's right.
That's a big penis.
Yeah. And the other weird thing is they only come with 2 nipples. And their children,
You
if
got
they
a
have a litter
7-inch
that's
dick and 2 nipples.
so it's
it's a human
fully grown
being.
man. Yeah. And they can get like 5.5 to 6 feet, like the actual like animal itself, the female animal can get like 5.5 to 6 feet long. So yeah, it's a fully sized human being with giant teeth that has as strong a bite as a silverback gorilla.
Wow.
And their children, if they have a litter that's larger than 2, they kill one another, or one of them starves to death because they can't get to it. There's no third nipple.
Huh.
It is the most fucking, and this is why I'm obsessing over this. And like Max, you'll get this. It's the most metal shit that I have looked up in a fucking long time.
That is pretty fucking metal. Talk about a predator right there. When it's just like, even your kids, you're like, sorry, I gotta kill you.
You want to know what I think is metal, guys? Seahorses. Because men have an equal share of childcare and child rearing, and I think being having a progressive view on women's place in the workplace is very metal.
Absolutely.
Same thing with lions, because the females are the hunter gatherers.
Yeah, they should be.
I like how we get to see like the labor movement come into effect here, and they go on strike at one point in the movie. It's like, we're not hunting. It's like, well,
no.
All right, that's good.
Higher wages, better living conditions.
With the British industrialists, like,
yeah, we want to move all of our industry to China.
We're moving them to the hyenas. Also, so no one thinks that, and I'll bring this up later after I do like have a full like soliloquy on like how amazing and metal fucking hyenas are, is an actual hyena researcher sued Disney for defamation of character due to the portrayal of hyenas in this film.
I agree with it. Hyenas are like fucking cool animals being portrayed like hapless dipshits in this.
I like that this guy's representing all the hyenas though. Like, he's doing it for the betterment of the hyenas, not just trying to get attention.
This movie is problematic in so many ways. I'm going to be ripping it apart.
Dude, it corrupted our generation and many others ever since. I mean, and I'll lead with this. I mean, it got gang violence, polygamy, drug use, comfort with being the subjects of a hereditary
monarchy,
forced marriage.
We live in a fucking democracy, goddammit.
That's right.
It's fucking un-American.
This is like, and this is the only movie a Disney movie where you have a murder complete with eye contact, like even a married couple
death. Yeah. I got.
I thought Scar's erection was pretty distasteful too.
The whole gang rape scene was kind of rough too.
Buddy, there's that. Yeah. Wait, is there a gang rape scene in this?
No, it wouldn't surprise me though.
We could look that up on Pornhub later.
I'm sure there's plenty of them. All right, should we get started?
Yeah,
sure.